Second question. What has been the hardest lesson you've learned in real estate?
Hardest lesson in real estate? That's a good question. I would say that, when I first started in 2002, I don't think I understood the importance of exactly the focus that number one is the operator when you're investing passively. And I wouldn't say I've learned the lesson the hard way per se, but I've seen that's probably one of the most valuable lessons I learned over time versus someone who's brand new. I also think the timing we've talked about is extremely important, probably more important than most people understand. And I would certainly say that the thinking way ahead as an investor in terms of what asset class will still be doing well in 8 years, what will actually get through a downturn in 5 years, and I'm about to get locked into for 10 years. What's happening with that exact location 8 years from now. And by the way, that's become much harder to forecast now with self-driving cars potentially coming up that may change the way real estate is used in many different ways and the demand pattern. Robots replacing workers and how workers can be impacted depending on what type of income range you're targeting, depending on what you're investing. And I'm talking about, 5 to 10 years from now. I have been paranoid almost of asking as many people as possible their opinions on this because I don't have a conclusion yet, and it's very hard to project. And so, and also one more thing, sorry, I have so many answers to this, is I read about 1 to 3 or 2 to 3 hours of data a day, literally. Most of it's actually a combination of news and actual data and looking at kind of what's come out, just in the attempt to synthesize a high-level opinion, almost like a direction of where we're heading all the time, and not from like a daily perspective, but just like it helps like absorb everything and end up with a very high-level opinion of where we are in the cycle, what's coming up, what's going on with interest rates, what's going on with the treasury bonds and the inverted yield curve, and all kinds of other things. And so I spend as much time as possible reading data to get a perspective of where we are, to try to help me to forecast where we're going to be in not just 6 months, but even in 5 or 10 years.
Fascinating. All right.